pastorcitos. ¿Cómo están todos? Qué bien. Espero que todos estén bien. Sé que hubo unas enfermedades esta semana pasada y esperemos que estemos mejor. Voy a cambiar a inglés. Well, I do have a few announcements that I want to make to you. There's some important announcements for this week, and I want to make sure that everybody knows what that we understand what we're talking about. So, one of the things that I want to bring up to you is there. I don't know if you've seen it. There's on the board in the hallway outside of the office. There's a board that's known as a gratitude board or a thank you board. And so I'm gonna ask you to ask your parents or tell your parents about this. But there's a gratitude board outside the office, and with some little leaf cutouts. So sometime either before school or after school, with your parent or your guardian, you can come by and collect one of those cards. And then in your free time, you can write something on it that expresses gratitude. And again, when your parent, someone, with one of the adults who takes care of you, you can come back to the office, again, before school or after school, not during the day, but before school and after school. And you can put it, I think there's an envelope where you can put it, and then someone will pin it on the board for you so that we can practice some gratitude, which is a very good thing. If that's not something that you practice often, this would be a good way to begin to practice that. It's always good to show gratitude towards those that you care about, and those who care for you, and who really take care of you. Also, last week we had some tummy sickness going around, and we had that last year as well, kind of. I mean, well, this year's is different than last year's, but what we want to make sure that we remember is that if there is some illness, some tummy sickness, that you do wash your hands. Wash your hands really well when you're here at school. Whenever you go to the restroom, make it a habit of washing your hands, maybe even when you come back from recess. But just wash your hands. Keep your hands clean. We just don't know, what kind of germs could be out there, and how we can get ourselves sick. The other thing I want to remind you is to not share food. Do not share food with other people. Don't keep your food to yourself. It's packed for you. Your parents do a good job of packing you your own meal, and then you also don't take food from anyone else. Okay, and especially even if you go through the cafeteria, even if you don't bring home. Even if you don't bring food from home, make sure that the food that you have is for you, and then but yeah, we don't share food. I know we say sharing is caring, and that's true. Sharing is caring, but we don't want to share food because there are so many things that can go wrong. Whether it's allergies, reaction, like an allergic reaction to something, or even who knows? Maybe you passing on your own germs to somebody else, and that's not caring. That is sharing, but it's not caring. So make sure that you keep your food to yourself. Don't share food with anybody, and make sure again that you keep your hands clean. And then also this week, at some point this week, we're going to have a safety drill. It's what we call a precautionary lockdown. And so your teacher's going to show you a video for what that means and how we go about taking care of ourselves during a precautionary lockdown drill. And so I want you to make sure that you pay close attention. And the other thing I want you to know is that we do a really good job of taking care of you. We really want to make sure that you're taken care of, that you feel safe here on campus. And so that is our number one priority. So we want to make sure that you know that you're cared for, and that we do not want anything to happen to you. So the part of that is practicing these drills. And so we're going to practice these drills, and then hopefully we don't ever have to use these emergency procedures. But just in case that we do, we want to make sure that we're prepared. All right, so this week we'll be practicing that drill, and I know you're going to do a good job of it. just like you did during our last fire drill. All right. So there's a video coming that's about that, and I want you to pay close attention to it. Got it?